Call meeting order, please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't work.
It's not working, I can't get it off, so I've got a new one.
Councilwoman Shaw, we deleted some prayer, please.
Heavenly Father, we come to you with humble hearts, and we ask you to give us wisdom as we make decisions. We ask you to bless and protect our employees, police officers, and first responders. And we thank the members of the military, both past and present, and ask that you keep them safe. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, looks like everybody's here for the evening.
I wanted to take you to the settings.
Minutes?
Motion for the minutes after is a change in the minutes.
Okay.
I did not second anything at that meeting. I wasn't-
No, you weren't here.
Third paragraph,
I fixed it, okay. I have a motion by Bailey,
Okay, got it.
second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Chuck.
Abstain.
Bills.
Motion for the bills. Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards. Yes. McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Chuck.
Yes.
Hourly workers' time report.
One.
Got one. Fireman's time.
Motion. Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards. Yes. McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Chuck.
Yeah.
All right, Deborah, you're up, clerk.
Okay, I, of course, am starting on the year end, closing the books out. Amy Bergner, my assistant, started on, I believe, the 14th, and she got her first week in. She's done very well. Today, she spent the whole day working with payroll. She is actually taking notes, typing and putting them on the computer to make herself a book. But until she starts sitting down and looking at the screens, it's gonna take quite a while to learn, some of that, work that we do.
What's her name again?
Amy Bergener. The Sugar Creek Township Fiscal Officer contacted me regarding the CARES Act money. He will be sending a little over $13,000 to each of the locations, which would be Brewster, Wilmot, and Beach City. They're sharing their CARES Acts with us. I've issued the last payroll, and once I get it all posted and taken care of, I will let government accounting know, and they will print our W-2s. I could have them by the end of the year. I have the legislation. We had one piece left from last meeting. It was ordinance 2019. It'll be the third reading. It's an ordinance making the temporary appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Beach City, State of Ohio during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021. It is your third reading.
Motion to pass. Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards. Yes. McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Chuck.
Yes.
You each should have a copy of ordinance number 20-21. And it's an ordinance to increase the 2020 appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the fund accounts of the Village of Beach City, Ohio. CARES Act funding for $35,744. And for sewer, $50,808, and I would like you to consider passing this as an emergency so I can use it to close my records out.
Motion to suspend the rules? Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
Motion to pass? Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
That is all I have, thank you.
Very good. All right, any council complaints? Good. All right, fireman's time. Total calls, 258. Total calls last year, 261, so we're right on the money. Mutual aid given to Brewster 4, given to Wilmot 1, received from Brewster 2. General information, the 2 iPads are in and in service. Both ultraviolet lights have been ordered. Of course, Santa Claus is on the truck right now. Chief Anderson is working on writing 2 new grants. And the fire department wishes everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Right back at 'em.
There you go. Is Chief Geit, does he have anything for us?
You there, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you're up.
Okay, the only things I have is we completed our firearms qualifications last Saturday. There was a new battery put in the charger, that was covered under warranty, as well as, Greg, what was the other thing that they did to that car?
A rear visibility thing with the camera, it was a software update they had to put on it.
And then the only other thing I have is I would like, $200 to purchase antivirus software called 37.4 for the new tablets and laptops we received, with the CARES Act money. So that would be a 2-year subscription to get the antivirus software in our mobile computers for the cars. And that would cool. Yeah. Other than that, that's all I have.
Did everyone qualify?
Everyone that needed to, except for 2 of the officers, I'm following up with them, and I will probably end up getting their resignations.
Motion for the $200 for the second.
There was a motion by McKinney,
No.
Bailey.
Bailey, second by
McKinney. Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richard,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
Hey, Chief Guy, did they find out why that battery drained so quick?
So that could have easily been something with it sitting, prior to us getting it. Like this at the shop at Chrysler, on the install, everything was okay on the install side of things.
All right, make sure you keep the receipts in case something happens again.
It was covered under warranty when I went and picked it up. They
Yeah,
even said
well, I
that.
just wanted to be.
They said the battery, they're like, everything we looked at looked to be okay. It was a little bit lower, but they just replaced it because it was under warranty anyway, so
Okay.
it cost us.
And both of those things were for the charger?
Correct.
Okay. All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Mr. Gray, Mr. Lawner.
All right, I got a couple things, nothing too mind-blowing. Our digger truck's been delivered, it's working fine. We're working to replace some of the poles that Osmos inspected. I think there was 8 or 9 total. Our backhoe was delivered, I believe, last week, and it's working fine. Rick's been working with it a little bit. Quicksaw, I spoke with them. We're gonna be meeting in early January, I believe, actually on the 6th, to talk about a water and wastewater rate study. It's been 6 years since we've had one done, and that was through ADR, that was through our last engineering firm. And we're also gonna be looking at grants for the coming year for things we can possibly do. We're also waiting to receive the copies of the municipal road fund paving project from Central Allied. We gave everything to them. We should have that this week. The other thing, and I posted it out here on the front of Village Hall, Columbia Gas is gonna be starting a project here in the village. They were slated for the third quarter of 2021, but when I brought up that we're paving on Main Street, they're prioritizing that and doing that first. Their pre-construction is gonna start on January 4th, and that'll be, if you see people around town, there's already been one guy around surveying everything, kind of see where all of their lines are. Or if you ever want to look at the more detailed maps of what they're gonna be replacing, they're gonna be replacing main lines and also some residential services. So that's slated to begin January 18th, weather permitting, and they're gonna prioritize Main Street and get that done first. And the last thing I have, we ordered hydrants and valves that we're gonna be replacing. The one's gonna be right out here in front of Village Hall, and the other one is gonna be down on the corner of Fifth and Main, right across from Rick's house. And those are the two that we would have to get done before they start paving, so we'll be working on replacing those here within the near future. And some valves as well, down by the bank. I think we got 4 valves we want to replace. That's all I got.
All right, thanks.
What are you gonna do with the hydrants once you take them out?
Probably keep them, we have a bunch of old ones right now, there's really nothing you can do with them, they're heavy as all hell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You cut them off at the base, they're still a couple hundred pounds.
Yeah.
They're antiques, right?
Oh, yeah, some of them are,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if you get one you don't want, I'll put it on in my smoke shack. on the
Yeah, there's
porch.
we got a few of them right now. Once we get them and they're non-functional, you really can't, it's not like you can retrofit them or anything. So they're basically gigantic paperweights, for lack of a better term.
Right, I don't remember, you bought one, what, how much did you pay?
$10 maybe?
Yeah, you can't, after you replace them, there's no use in really doing anything but making them decorative.
Hey, you don't
I-
do them big.
I will take one.
I'll see them in a week. Well, we got 3, we're gonna be replacing 2. We got some other ones there.
Well, just look how much I paid, I think that's what it was, but I'm not.
Yeah, they're,
You are in trouble.
I'll see what we got once we
I
replace
wanted
them.
to order my backyard for my dog.
Yeah, they're, like I said, they're a gigantic paperweight. They have about a 5-foot
You want one too?
stick, 6-inch line attached to the
Oh,
bottom.
maybe.
Just be a nice thing
That's
for
all right.
my dog.
Yeah, so we're gonna be, once we get these 2 replaced, we'll have an extra one. So that's all I got.
I think right outside, the light that lights up for the city sign out here on the building, it's not working no more.
The one-
It's been about 4 years since we put a new one in
Oh,
there.
this one here, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll have to look at it and just see what type of light it is. We should figure out.
No, thank you. Mr. Babbitt?
Yes, thank you. First of all, apologies that I wasn't present at the last meeting. At the time, my wife had COVID symptoms, and there were a couple people at her work who were out with positive COVID. She tested, came back negative, so I was always symptom-free. She's negative, so everything's good on that front. But I did want to bring up the idea of, I know we've talked about Zoom meetings, and just to put it out there so it's clear that you can have the option of a Zoom meeting without having it mandatory. So the General Assembly recently extended the deadline for political subdivisions to be able to do Zoom meetings by the council members. Obviously, it's okay for Chief Geip to be here virtually, he's not an elected official, but I just wanted to point that out, that having a Zoom meeting would not have to be some kind of mandatory, you must attend by Zoom. It would just be an option that some people could take advantage of. And then as long as the public body, the village gives notice 24 hours in advance to the public, everybody who would be necessary for the meeting and the media, then you could have that as an option, so that if something happens, or if people want to improve distancing, or whatever the situation is, everybody could kind of approach it from their own circumstances, and it could just be a laptop just like mine. Chief Geip said that they're available, that maybe sits right there, and the people are able to participate and be part of the meeting. It would just give, I guess, whatever everybody's comfort level is. It differs, and I don't know that individually here, but it would be an option that could be considered, that would allow, people to attend by Zoom, and people who don't want to attend in person. So I did want to put that out there again. I apologize I wasn't at the last meeting, but everything's negative. I'm symptom-free, and that is all I have. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. And I'm glad you are.
Thank you.
And I'm glad your wife is doing good.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Anything else? Have a Merry Christmas.